Well, this is my second dog, and he looked a bit like my old Rufus. I lost Rufus, he's been gone a couple of years now, but he's a big miss, and I like this picture, and it's not a cairn, I don't know what it is. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's got a beard and everything, so it must be some kind of posh dog. But I've just started it, and I'm just getting the last one I did was a Labrador, and that was the first dog I'd ever done. And this one I'm just applying the colours at the moment. I'm just roughing out. I've just done the eyes and the nose really, and I haven't finished with them. I've got things to do with them, and I attempted to do his collar, and I'm just messing about with the colours, just building up the colours and building them up and building them up. And this is a new paper I bought. This is a new £300 paper, £300 cold pressed paper, and it's pretty thick. It's pretty thick, and I've probably got it wrong. It's probably, I'm not quite sure. I forgot what it was now. Anyway, I'm bubbling. But I just, it's pretty late at the minute, and I started this rather early, and I can't put it down. They do take a while to do. I must admit, I thought they would be done rather quicker than this. But if you want accuracy and you want anything well, you've got to take the time to do it. And I've got a few other things. I've got a few other pictures. I'm going to do. I might finish this one off if it's a success, and well, semi-success. And you're never satisfied with whatever you do. But I'll go on to faces again. I might do I did a woman. I wasn't very successful at that. Angelina Jolie, I think her name is, whatever. Yeah. So, and I'm only using the same. I've got out there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 10 pencils out there to do this one. So I'm only using 10 pencils. I haven't used a rubber yet. There's rubbing out techniques you do, but that's when it gets a bit fatter. And I haven't seen that thing they call bloom yet. It's where the actual the wax in the oil pencils sort of rises up and puts a whitish sheen on, but it might not occur. It doesn't happen every time, and I don't think I aren't even heavy enough yet. I don't do what the girls do. I'm just a beginner. They do some fantastic things. Them girls on that YouTube, they're wonderful. They do all sorts. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with myself. This is only my second attempt at dogs. So I shall finish this, and then I'm just keeping these as a recorder. I haven't done any. I didn't show anybody how I started this because I don't think they're really good enough yet. It's just that, but I am chuffed with myself because I haven't painted for years. In fact, I haven't painted since 1997. I think I put a few of the bird, because I paint birds. I put the bird paintings on the on YouTube, and I didn't get a good response from them. Maybe the way I presented them, I don't know. But I didn't get much interest. So, and I put one of these on. It was a terrible video about my first attempts at dogs, and I got 17 hits in one day. So, I mean, I don't normally get that. So, I'm quite pleased with it. Once I find out how crap it is, they probably won't go. They probably won't go there. So don't look at that one, it's crap. But I'm quite pleased with it. I've never had so many hits in such a short space of time. So anyway, I'll probably keep at this for a while because it's the cheapest hobby I know, and when you finish with it, you can lie them flat. You don't have to throw them away because they don't take up much space at all. Really, you can put them back in the folder when you've used all the things, and I could probably make a book out of them. I might make a book, because because I do bookbinding, so I might put all these into a book and put because I've got notes and things on these. I might put the dates that I did them and the bits and pieces about them and. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just bubbling. Something I can do. Just anything to keep me going. I've got a bucket list before I go. And this is on my bucket list. I saw the girls doing these and I thought, good God, that's wonderful. That's marvellous. Really good. But these are a bit critical. I don't. That's why I'm not really showing. I'm not showing anybody how I do them. Because they're not as good as a girl. But if I get reasonable, I might, and I found it easier. This one was easier to do than the last one. Maybe it's because it's a different colour. Then again, I haven't finished it, so. But I've got a little bit more confidence now, and I've done. This is my third one now. I've done a picture portrait, and I've done a Labrador dog, and I'm doing this one now, and then I'll probably carry on and do a few more and. Until I get fed up with it and then look for something else to do. Anyway, I'll stop there and add it onto me other inane things that I do along with the rest of me bubbling. Well, this is the next, well, it's not the next phase, it's just the next part that I've took that I've done. I was a bit, I'm trying to get comfortable here, I was a bit, well, not distressed, but I was a bit upset because I couldn't get the colours and things I wanted, but it just takes work, it just takes the hours that you put in to do the bits. You keep looking at it and you see something else and you keep colouring that in and you do this and you do that. Another thing that I found was that I'm very interested in is a thing called an acrylic marker pen. It's called the Molotow, or 160 white, and it's acrylic, and it's 1mm and 2mm, or 4mm I think, and the 2mm is the one I'm interested in, and there's refills for it, and the whole pen costs £5.66. There's a marker pen or a markup pen, which is a different thing. I forget what they call it, but it didn't get a very good write-up and I don't even know what it is, but this is the one I'm interested in, and it puts the white, where the whites are there, I'm going to put them on there, but I can't do it with the brush because my hands are not steady enough, and I need to rest my hand on the paper to stop myself shaking. I've got a terrible shake. You'd think I had palsy or something. I shouldn't laugh, I shouldn't joke about palsy, but I think I'll have more control over the whites and things, and you can paint over it again. I do believe you can paint over it to reduce the colours and then put another colour on top and then get the effects you want. It's going to take a while, but anyway, that's my ideas. And the other thing I did was I sent for, I don't know if you can remember them old type razor blades, I sent for 100. You they come in a parcel like this from Amazon. And they're called single edged razor blades, the packet of 100. I forget how much they were, but they weren't expensive. And you can't get them everywhere. But I didn't know, but they give you a thing like this. And I thought, what the hell's that? And they're selling them under the auspices of being a window scraper. And what it is that this thing is you press up like this. And there you can see the blade comes out. And when you buy it initially, the blade is the other way around, so you can't cut yourself. So what you do is you take it out. You can see the end on it there, the fat thing there. That's why they're called safety razors, because they've only got one edge. And you can cut these by hand, but this is brilliant for. You can get really, really good ends on these. And you can touch up with it, because what you do is you put it on. I can't really show you with one hand. Yeah, and you just push up, you just lie it sort of flat and then push up, and there's no way you can cut yourself, not unless you're really stupid. But I thought it was a really good idea. It'll never get on with window cleaning with me, and I don't know why I bought 100, because I'll never use 100, but I'll probably send it to my friend because he's got a rough blade. I don't even know if you can get the rate that they used to be like a strop razor you put these in. I can't remember ever using one of these, but I used the ones that came after this, the Gillettes with the oh, I don't want to go into that anyway, I'm really old. But yeah, I didn't know you were going to get that, and that was something else. Maybe it's steel, it'll probably rust like hell, but it'll do me, it's never going to go anywhere else. And it is a safety, so you can pull it back in again. Anyways, I'm just waffling, it's just something that came up that interested me. Anyway, that's me for the minute. And this is being done in Faber-and-Castell and Derwent soft pencils. So that's as far as I've got. It's a bit yellowy, but I'm going to change all that. I mean, I've got a lot to, I understand I've got a lot to do, and there's a lot more colours to go on, and there's a lot of things I've got to see, and there's a lot of darkening to do, which you don't appreciate until you go away and come back later on, or have a cup of tea, or come back tomorrow, or whatever. There's no rush to do a paint. If you want to do something else, you can. I've got my board empty to do something else, but I'm thinking about trying to do a horse now. So I'll probably leave this halfway through and then get on and do a horse. I'll probably never finish any of them, but I'm enjoying myself, so I'm not bothered. Anyway, that's as far as I've got. That's my bubblings over. And I can't understand it, but I put my thing on and I never got so many hits. I mean, it used to take me about 2 months to get as many hits as that on something, but this one doing the other dog, my first attempts at pencil painting, I got 20 something hits. Fantastic, I've never had that many. I've never had that many. Whether they like it or not, I don't know. It's probably something they're looking for, and they'll never find it with me. But I'm happy that somebody's looking at it anyway. Keeps me alive, keeps me interested. Anyway, I'll stop there, and I'm moving around. I'm quite excited about things that are happening now, and I'm using a fair bit of alcohol. And I was thinking about mixing a little bit of glycerine with the alcohol to make it move. I know glycerine dries, and I know it's got a certain oily base to it, but I thought if I just put a little bit in, I'll try it anyway. I'll let you know what it works like. The problem is I want to put cover on top of it, and you can cover alcohol once you've put alcohol. You can cover it again. I can't tell you how much to use because that's entirely up to you. But it's alright for filling in these blank spaces. I got fed up trying to fill in all these great big areas. And it does fill in the tooth on the paper. Anyway, there's lots of mistakes, and I'm just learning the techniques really. I'm quite chuffed. Well, the other thing, it takes that shine off as well. It takes that waxy shine off the alcohol. So that's another bonus. Well, it seems to at the moment anyway. Anyway, I'll stop there, waffling again. I'll probably add this onto my other little bit of waffle. This is where my videos turn into marathons. Well, this is stage 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure which. It's just a matter of getting on and doing that colouring. I've still got a fair bit to go yet. I still haven't done everything. I've got the fan on because it's a bit warm today. I'm a bit hot. I don't like this heat all of a sudden. I don't mind heat, but not all of a sudden. And I felt a bit tired yesterday, but I've gone ahead today and done a bit more. I've been doing this about 3 days now. It's took me quite a while. The wife came and she said, "What did you do that with?" And she'd already asked me yesterday. I said, "Pencils." She, "You never." I said, "I did." "What, kids' pencils?" I said, "Yeah, alright then." Anyway, she took a close-up look, which is something she never does. Anyway, I'm getting close to what I want now. It's the techniques I'm getting off. As I say, I've drawn before and I've painted before, but I've never used these pencils. I keep saying I'm using Derwent and Faber-Castell, and I'm using I forget what the Derwents are now. I forget which they are. Soft pastels, that's what they are. I think soft pastels, yeah. And I'm waiting for this marker pen. I want to try this Molotov marker pen everybody keeps going on about, because I'm not very good with my hands, I'm afraid. I'm not very good with my hands. I'm not steady, and I didn't want to make a mess with it, because that would be the marker pen would be fatal. I mean, once you put that on, it's on forever unless you scratch it off. And talking about scratching it off, I haven't used any. I used to use scratching techniques in watercolours, but I haven't used any in this. I haven't scratched the paper underneath or anything, because I thought that it might affect the tooth of the paper for the. Sorry, I'm rubbing my nose there. My nose is itchy. Sign of wealth. Yeah, these look different under different lights anyway. Sometimes it looks good, and other times it doesn't look anything. It looks terrible. I think, what else have I got to do? But I haven't got the techniques of softening yet. I've got to soften things up. And as I say, I'm waiting for that white pencils to come. So when that comes, I'll get along with it. It looks a bit like my Ruffy. That's why I fancied it. But I haven't done any. I might put this on YouTube. I don't know. Because I'm quite pleased with myself in one way, but it's not a tutorial, and most people want tutorials. They want to learn something, don't they? But they won't learn nothing from me, because I'm only learning from people that are telling me what's going on. If I feel confident later on, I might get on. Anyway, I'll stop there, and so that's all the pencils I've been using. As I say, I've got 2, 4. I've only been using 6 pencils and my little rubber, and that's about it. And all this other equipment I bought, I didn't even use. I haven't used any of it yet. I haven't used the soft rubbers or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know how much interest this will arouse. Probably nothing. But I'm still getting hits on the other one. I'm really tough with it. It's a terrible video, but I don't care as long as you get hits. I like people to take notice and have a look and see what I'm doing. I don't know whether I've got a following, and I probably haven't got a following. I do so many things. I dash and turn around. Anyway, I shall stop there. And so I was talking about going dark before. Now I've probably gone too dark. I've gone darker than the actual picture, and I've got a bit of whitening to do on this side. I've got some whitening to do there, because I can see it's white there. But artistic license, I might go and do. Some of the fairy bits are a bit awkward for me. I haven't got them right. Probably I need to be a bit darker. If I say darker, I'll probably go very dark. Anyway, I'll stop there and call it a day. Well, this is the final. This is all I'm doing. And it's only the second or third picture I've done, so I'm not too thinking. It isn't perfect. It isn't what I really wanted. It's not. It's still not exactly what I wanted, but it's not too bad, I suppose. I still don't know what type of dog it is. The wife picked. I showed it to the wife, and she said, "Well, she liked this one. She was fussy about this, so." And she isn't pushy about anything I do, nothing. So I feel quite honoured that she was interested in this. But yeah, so that's the finished objects anyway. I'm not going to go much further than this. Just a final viewing. It was all done in pencil except for the alcohol. The alcohol I used a little bit of alcohol and a paintbrush. And that's it. And anyway, I'll call it a day and say that's it. And thank you for watching.